Tonight, we are going to talk about CEO executive skills for everyone and how to be the CEO of your life for success at home and work and for yourself. So why should you have to be a CEO to have all of the skills that they have? We think of CEOs as such experts and being super competent and capable, and they're such high-level achievers, high-level accomplishers, and high-level at success. And so my message is you don't have to be a CEO to have CEO skills and have success. And we're going to be talking all about those skills tonight and how you can have them too. I do want to start by welcoming people in. I see some people are in already, and I see some hearts coming up. So hello and welcome to everyone. For those of you who may be new in the group, I am Dr. Ellen Ettinger, and I love helping people build success and become their best at work, at home, for their personal needs in life. We should all want to build skills and want to build success. And we shouldn't have to be CEOs to have the skills that they have, to have the level of success that we want to have for our family life, for our personal accomplishments, and for work at whatever level we'd like to have at work. So again, I want to welcome people in, and I'm just going to mention how this training came to be. And I love those hearts that are flying. So I'm welcoming people in. I see Eileen is here. Welcome, Eileen. And I see a bunch of other people. Welcome, everybody. I love when people put a hello message either to me or everyone, so I can say hello back and I can know who's here. So please communicate with our group. Let's be a community together. If you're here, please put a message in so I can welcome everybody. And again, I want to tell you a little bit about how this came about to be. So one of my areas of work is that I sometimes coach executives. Sometimes they're young executives who are getting to the executive level, and sometimes they're executives who want to get to the highest levels. And one time when I was working with a group of executives, I thought to myself, well, why should only executives have these skills? We can all use them to be better at what we do in our lives, and so that everyone can reach success. And that is how this particular topic was born. I want to say hello to Martha. I see Martha is here and says hello to everyone. And Lisette is here and says hello to everyone. So I want to welcome all of you and tell you how lovely it is to have you here and how lovely it is to work on success together as a community. I am here for you, and I know you are here for each other. And so that is lovely. I am going to go through 10 topics today. And I invite you, if you do have questions along the way, I will monitor the chat. I will be watching if there are questions. Hello to Brenda also. I see Brenda is here. And again, it is lovely to have everybody and welcome everybody here. If you're on if you watch this on replay, feel free to also put a message in. I will be going back and welcoming people as well. So again, I'm going to be talking about 10 high-level skills that CEOs have. And this is a workshop, so I'm going to invite you to keep track of these skills and which skills you'd like to work on, which skills you've fine-tuned, just so when it gets to the end of this, you can keep track. And I even, if you have a piece of paper and a pen, you can write this out. I even wrote something out just to give you an idea. So for each skill, for number one, and the number one topic is going to be titled Time Hackers. For each topic, there are going to be 2 boxes, and you'll check off one box or the other. And the top box is going to be, yes, I need help with this. And the bottom box is going to be, no, I'm an expert on this. And that would mean you don't need help. And you can actually create this for yourself as we go along. I'll tell you the name of each skill as we go along. Or if you'll want to DM me your email address, I will be happy to send a computer worksheet with you that has this exact information on it. It won't have anything different. But if you'd like to have a sheet and go back and perhaps even listen to this again, you can do that. So let's talk about skill number 1, and you can list this on your sheet. Number 1 is CEOs are time hackers. They're not just experts at time management. They don't just manage time, they have time working for them. So they're experts on all the tips and time management strategies, all the time optimization hacks. And you can be too if you want to, if that's important to you, if you feel that can help you. So for each of these skills, there are 10 of them. I'm going to mention them briefly. I'm not going to go into significant detail for each of them, but let me know in the comments if there are any that interest you, and I certainly would be happy to do a whole program on any of these 10 skills. I'd also be happy to speak to you and schedule an appointment on those skills that interest you as well. So number 1 is time hackers. And I'm going to ask you to check off, yes, I need help on this, or no, I'm an expert on this. And I'm going to move on to number 2, organizational skills. So CEOs who are high achievers and who get a lot done, they are organizing experts. They plan time on their calendars. They plan space. They can find things. They don't go to the next item on their calendar and say, what did I do with the paperwork or the object or what I need for the next meeting? They have everything spatially organized. And they plan their projects. They organize the steps to get things done. They are planners and doers. So in terms of organizational skills, how do you feel you are? I'm going to have you write on your sheet of paper. So your sheet of paper, number 2, organizational skills. And I'm going to ask you to check off either the box, yes, I need help on this, or no, I'm an expert on this. So I'll give you a moment for organizational skills. And then I'm going to move on to number 3. And number 3 is what I call goal setting and goal reaching. So CEOs who are high achievers are experts at getting things done. They really define clearly what their aims are, what they want to accomplish, and they clearly define the steps that they put in motion, that they implement to get things done. And you've heard of SMART goals, but they go beyond that. SMART goals is really identifying and naming your goal. They go even beyond SMART goals. And if you notice, I termed this goal setting and goal reaching. So they're not passive observers in life. They don't just wait randomly for things to happen. They make things happen. They create what they want in their lives. And you can too. I'd like to help you do that as well. So I'm going to ask you to check off on your list. Number 3 is going to be goal setting and goal reaching. And for you, is the box that you check off going to be, yes, I need help with this, or no, I'm an expert on this? And again, I'm going to give you a moment to check off on your list. And number 4, let's move on. And that's what I call number 4th skill is focus and attention. So like all of us, CEOs have 100 things on their mind. They have a really full plate, but they are able to focus solely and singularly on what they're doing at a particular moment. So they're not trying to get a project done and thinking, oh, I have a meeting to get to later. I have another project that I have to do this. On the way home, I have to stop off and pick up toothpaste. They're not thinking of everything else in their lives. They are able to focus on what they need to do. And they have what I call the CEO focus bonus. And it's really easy to teach that if that is something that you feel can help you. So for number 4, focus and attention. Are you going to check off the box, yes, I need help with this, or no, I feel that I'm an expert already. I focus, I don't get distracted. I'm going to give you a moment to check that skill off. And again, I'm going to remind you, I'm not going into detail with each skill today, or we'd be here for hours and hours. But I am happy to follow up on any skills that you feel you'd like to go in more depth with. So again, feel free to put in the chat if there are skills you'd like me to create a program on, or feel free to schedule an appointment with me and we can talk about some skills that you'd like to fine-tune. So let's move on to number 5, and that is steadfast confidence. So when something comes up, CEOs who are high achievers don't sit and say, I don't know if I can handle this, or I'm not good at this, or I have imposter syndrome, I just have a title, but I'm not really good. They just grab and go with whatever they need to get done. They confidently take on new challenges and reap the benefits of that confidence. And you can too. So what is your feeling about your level of confidence? I'm going to ask you to check off on your sheet, yes, I need more help with this, or no, I'm already an expert on this. And let's move on to number 6. And that is number 6, drum roll, is stress management. So CEOs know they have a lot on their plate. It doesn't surprise them that they have a lot to take care of. And they don't live in the stress cycle and think, how am I going to get all of this done? How am I going to handle this? Why are all of these things outstanding? That is really a big time waster in our lives. And stress is largely, for most of us, a habit that we're just used to. I call it habit stress. And by cutting that cycle of stress, you can really have so much time returned to you and a higher level of confidence in moving forward. So, I am going to ask you to assess your level of stress management. Is stress something that you handle well, or is something you need help with? So are you going to check off the box for stress management? Yes, I need help with this, or no, I'm an expert on this. I can handle stress in my life. How are you doing, by the way, in guessing any of these skills that are coming up? Are they skills that came to your mind? I'm going to move forward on number 7. And number 7 is communication skills and building relationships. And I like to put that together because a lot in building relationships has to come with good communications. So people who are good communicators are good at spoken communications and written communications, but they're also good at using communication to help build relationships with all types of people. So in order to really be optimally effective in life, you need to interact with people at work. You need to interact with people in your community, with family and friends and neighbors, and especially your family, often a partner. Sometimes there are struggles with kids on particular issues. And good communication skills, good relationship skills can really help make life much happier, much smoother. So, on communication skills and building relationships, how do you assess your skills. And I'm going to invite you to check off one or the other. Is it yes, I need help with this, or no, I'm an expert in this area? And I'm going to move on to number 8, and that is leadership. And we can all benefit by leadership skills, whether we're leaders at our desk at work, or whether we lead our department at work, or whether we think of ourselves as we are as leaders of our family or leaders of our own lives. We need to be inspiring and to know how to be in charge. And again, this is related to some of the areas, but how to be confident in ourselves, how to be confident in interacting with others, to be leaders. Again, to be inspiring leaders, in some cases to be inspiring role models, and in some cases to be inspiring teachers of what we want to happen in our environments. So number 8 is leadership. And I'm going to invite you to check off, yes, I'd like more help with this, or no, I feel like I'm an expert in this. And number 9 is flexibility and adaptability. So we all know life is really unpredictable. There are so many curveballs that we have in our lives. We learned that especially with the COVID pandemic. But so many things in our lives are unpredictable. And when something new happens, even something challenging happens, CEOs who are doers and who are accomplishers are really good at pivoting, at moving, at finding new solutions, and they're open and flexible to new ideas. I often say, you never know when you have to come up with plan B, and I find that sometimes plan B turns out to be better than what plan A was. So you can't live in regret. You can't live in why is this happening. You need to really react and respond positively to help yourself move forward. So number 9, flexibility and adaptability. Are you going to check off, yes, I'd like some help with this, or no, I feel like I'm an expert in this? And number 10, CEOs are lifelong learners. They plan to be learning all along. I know all of the CEOs that I know never feel, I know everything I will ever need to know. They are always open to new skills, new programs, new material, new learning to help them boost their skills. So they're great at going out and getting books or videos or taking classes or getting certification or reaching out for help to teachers or trainers or coaches, including people like me, who I've gone in and helped lots of CEOs build their skills to move forward. I've also helped mothers increase their skills so they can become more like CEOs in their lives and accomplish more and get more done for what they want to do, whether it's at work, whether it's at home, and whether it's for their own personal lives. Whether they want to start an exercise program or lose weight or build a better relationship with children or family, or be a leader and get kids to help around the house, or get kids to communicate with each other better, or whether it's to handle their own stress or family stress or help children through developmental milestones. If you keep an open mind to being a life learner, I think that you can, like a CEO, accomplish a lot more and be more successful in your life. So if you've checked off these lists for the 10 skills, you now have a program of what you might like to do to become a more effective CEO in your life. And you can do one of two things. You may look at the list and say, you know what, I can learn how to do this myself. This is really easy. I only checked off a few things. I can handle this. Or if you would like some help, if you'd like to discuss your list with me, if you'd like some feedback and advice, do feel free to schedule an appointment with me. You will find my schedule in our group, in the description in our group, and I will try to post it in our group as well in one of the posts. So again, feel free to reach out to me if I can be of help to you. But again, I want to emphasize how what we think of as CEO skills really shouldn't just be reserved for CEOs. They really can help all of us move forward more effectively, with strength, with resilience, and with success in our lives. So again, I want to thank you for joining me for this workshop. I really want to encourage you to implement and move forward with what you learned about your own interests and needs tonight so that you can get great results from them. I will see you in the group during the week, next Sunday at the same time here, and I will look forward to seeing you. So thank you again for joining me. I will see you soon.